Hi, I'm Sara Hollar. I'm your NYCHA Junior President, and today I'm here with Riley Farris, your world champion. Hi, Riley. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm so good. Well, Riley, let's talk about it. What's it like to be the senior world champion?
I mean, it's entirely surreal. It's something that I've wanted since I started showing, and my cousin Faith has won 2 world titles in 2018 and in 2021. So just to be able to kind of follow in her footsteps is something completely unbelievable, and I never would have even imagined that I could have come close to it, much less have actually done it.
Yes, ma'am. So 212 points with only 3 horses. I mean, that's pretty insane. At what point in the youth year were you uncatchable?
Well, when we headed into the second half of the year, I wasn't quite uncatchable yet, but the longer we went on, I was starting to pull ahead a little bit. And I want to say about March, there were about 12 weekends left, and I did the math in my head, complete overthinking, and I think about in March or April, I was safe, and so I could ease my mind a little bit.
Yeah, and then March and April, that was, you went in there, won Houston Rodeo, won the senior youth there, then, right from there, went straight to Eastern Nationals and won Eastern Nationals. What was that like?
Houston that was insane. That's the highest score I've ever marked. I marked a 228 on Sunday to claim the win, and Houston especially has always kind of been a special place to me because when I first got TJ, who carried me through most of the year, we didn't get along for about a year and a half, and Houston is where we clicked. And so getting to mark my highest score there when that's really what started my show career was entirely unbelievable to me. And I've also wanted to claim an Eastern title since I started showing it in 2020. But it always seems like I just fell short, like something would always happen in the finals. So to be able to get that win with her as well, especially knowing that this is probably her last youth hauling year, It just felt like it's a major blessing.
Yes, ma'am. So, and then let's talk about your horsepower. Play Per View RG and Baby Genius. 2 spectacular mares. And then at one weekend, didn't you show your sister's horse?
I did. Ruth and TJ were at the breeding farm at the same time, so Smarty Secret stepped up and definitely secured me a few points that weekend.
Yes, ma'am. So, how long have y'all had Baby Genius?
We've had Baby Genius since she was a yearling, so 2016 we bought her.
Okay.
And she was definitely a freak of nature. She was a scrawny little thing coming into the pen, and I had no idea she was going to turn out like she did, but she's my baby.
Yes, ma'am. You've had so much success with her the past few years. So going into World Finals, we've already had the first go last night. You've shown the scholarship cutting today in the last set, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then show again today in the World Finals and then tomorrow. Do you have any goals, or are you just going out there and having fun, and what's your look at it?
My look at it is I'm going to do the same thing I always do. Let my dad fix whatever I've messed up working her, and just kick, sit, and pray. That's kind of my method every time I show. Kick, sit, and pray. And it's, like I said earlier, it's probably TJ's last World Finals. So I hope to show her off. I hope to make her look good. I want to make sure that people know what kind of horse she is before she goes into retirement.
Yes, ma'am. So whenever the youth year started back, leaving here from Summer Cutting Spectacular, were the plans to go win the world, or?
Well, like I said, I've wanted this for quite a long time, but it was just never worked out right. Like I had something with school or something with FFA, or I just didn't want to do it that year, And so about last April, we were on the way home from a cutting, as we always are, and I looked at Dad and I said, I want it this time. I want it this time. This is it. I'm nearly a senior in high school. I want to enjoy senior year, so let's do it now. And he said, June 1st hits, see how the summer spec goes, and we're off. And so I did good at the summer spec last year. I ended up 5th, marking a 221, and that gave me, I think, 8 points or something like that. And so after that, we took off first weekend of August, and I missed 2 weekends the entire year. And so I was very blessed to have either him or my sister Reagan making sure I got to a show every single weekend.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you, Riley, for your time. We sure do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.